Hello, my name is Jessica.
Is Rory Anthony Barrow.
Hi, my name is Mark Gonzalez.
Say hello, I'm Harry.
I was in quarantine for 14 days here inside my house. Luckily, I have a great community staff that was able to go ahead and take care of me. I don't speak any Chinese. Luckily, they have translators to go ahead, and we used WeChat to go ahead and talk to each other. And that made it a little bit easier for me to be able to go ahead and get groceries, to have food delivered to my house.
So for me, in quarantine, I was comfortable. It's not a difficult thing to do. It can be boring and it can be challenging. But if you prepare yourself and you're strong-minded and strong-willed, I think you'd be okay.
For me, in quarantine, I came back to China and I was in my apartment self-isolating for 1 week before I was moved to mandatory quarantine. It was a strange situation, to be honest, but overall it was positive. It was for the right reasons, and I was only meant to stay there for an extra week, so everything worked out kind of as it should have.
I had my own private room that was sanitized frequently. They would come in and even sanitize the air.
Provided food and had to pay like 100 kwai a day for meals.
They kept me abreast of everything that potentially was going to come long before it even did. So in the weeks building up to my return to China, they were constantly telling me that I might have to go to quarantine, I might have to go here in quarantine, I might have to go somewhere else, and costs and everything that was involved in quarantine. They care about every individual. They care about all the individuals collectively and individually.
They provided a lot of support for us with giving us some tips and tools and some additional things that we could go ahead and read to keep us engaged and entertained during the time in quarantine.
The company did quite a lot to help me, especially my DOS and my CD. They asked for anything that I needed. They even supplied me with extra food, so fruits and things like that I wasn't able to get from the quarantine facility itself or order to the quarantine facility. I was also provided with a couple of extra things that I needed to help me work while I was there.
I did get a lot of help from people in the company, especially from some of my colleagues, with helping with translation.
Throughout trying to book flights back, which was the main difficulty, would always keep up, sending updates back and forth.
So it's really nice to feel that people, my company as in EF, that they feel like they care so much about their staff to return them safely.